Hello, everyone. It is a very good day over here because today is the day that I'm finally allowed to tell you that I loved yet another season of Cobra Kai. As always, this Cobra Kai Season 4 review is going to be completely spoiler-free. You are totally safe here. But also, because of that, be prepared for some, somewhat vague thoughts on the material here, but hopefully they are thoughts that very clearly convey why I love this new season so much. But first, before we get into that, a very brief synopsis. At the end of Season 3, Daniel and Johnny make the commitment to team up to take down Kreese and Cobra Kai together. But just saying they'll work together doesn't mean it'll actually pan out. So a big question this time around is, can Daniel and Johnny finally really put their differences aside and also find a happy medium when it comes to their different karate styles? Meanwhile, Kreese recruits a partner of his own, the Karate Kid Part 3's Terry Silver. All four senseis do what they can to prepare their students for the upcoming All-Valley Under-18 karate tournament because whoever loses is shutting down their dojo forever. The road to the All-Valley is the core focus of Cobra Kai Season 4, the thing that is basically holding it all together. But there is a lot going on that path and also around it as well. You all know how much I really do love this show, but I will always be honest with you and critical when necessary, so I do have to tell you that I spent the first few episodes of Season 4 a little bit concerned that there was just too much going on. In particular, I started to fear that the focus on Griffin Santapietro's Anthony LaRusso and Dallas Young's Kenny was maybe just too much, on top of all the storylines focused on the mainstays, plus the addition of Terry Silver as well. However, the closer we got to the All-Valley, the more those stories overlapped and the more the purpose of them all really came into focus quite clearly. Ultimately, pretty much everything that happens this season does wind up making something stronger, whether it be a character arc, a specific storyline, or just the big picture overall. Now, after 3 seasons of Johnny and Daniel butting heads, I do very much understand any eagerness out there to finally have them see eye to eye and work together to take down Kreese, but nothing is ever that simple, and to me it feels like Season 4 is, I almost said the word messy, but I don't want to say messy because I do really feel that this season was well designed, but maybe I should say busy, and it's busy in a way that serves this stage of the story well. And it's also a way to get at all of this that really emphasizes a few core qualities of Cobra Kai that I've appreciated a lot since day one of this show. First, karate doesn't just have to be a hobby. It can truly have a great impact on someone's life and who they become, and the senseis really need to realize and respect that, especially as karate in the Valley comes to impact more and more people. Second, one style of karate isn't the best or right for everyone, and also, and this is an especially big one here, this show has done an exceptional job of never painting anyone as a cut and dry hero or villain. Yes, some of these characters have done some bad things along the way, but the thing is, their motivations are always very clearly conveyed, so even when I don't necessarily agree with a certain choice, I do very much understand why they made it, and I think that winds up giving a lot of these characters opportunities to grow in far more complex ways, and we do see that paying off big time in this season in particular. So basically, it actually does feel necessary to me to have the focus a little all over the place this time, because what it does is it winds up bolstering that idea that there's no one right path. And the only way to learn that and to figure out what's best for you, or maybe to come to understand what's best for someone else, is by being exposed to more new things, by trying, failing, trying something else, and then also maybe even applying something that you've learned to help someone else. And really, a lot of the characters this time around learn some pretty significant lessons, and they learn them by interacting with some of those new characters, by sharing a storyline with someone that they didn't encounter much in past seasons, and also by tapping into new qualities within themselves. Again, yes, it is a lot to cover in 10 episodes, but I think that by doing so, it really does shine a strong spotlight on how many possibilities are out there, and it emphasizes the value of finding a balance between what feels right to you and also being able to support what's best for someone else. All right, now let's put the focus on the ensemble. Again, I am not giving you any specifics here, but I do really want to rattle off some season 4 standouts, and I will start by saying I think the Tori storyline might have been number 1 for me this time around. They do something with the character that I just never saw coming, and it is extremely effective, and Peyton List really just nails all the material. But Jacob Bertrand's Hawk is still my favorite, and after yet another season, I find it even harder to imagine that ever changing. Shola Mataduena is the one who gets one of my favorite performance beats of season 4. I will not tell you specifically what it is, of course, but I will tease that it happens in episode 8, and I really do think you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about when the moment comes up. Mary Mauser's Sam gets this added layer of confidence and determination in season 4 that I really dug, especially given everything she's gone through in past seasons. And I just want to point out that I'm more Team Dimitri than ever this time around. I really love where they're taking that character. Also, it is like Thomas Ian Griffith just never skipped a beat. It feels to me like he was so ready to get back to playing Terry Silver, and he really turned out to be one of the most fascinating characters to track for me. And I feel like, really at this point, no one needs to hear me say this, but I don't care. Martin Kove is nonstop perfection as Kreese, and there are certain subtleties to his performance in season 4 that just really, kind of blew me away and very heavily contributed to making certain Kreese scenes some of my favorite of the season. And also, there is absolutely no wrapping up this review without giving a big, big shout out to the Cobra Kai stunt team. Yet again, this season is just absolutely loaded with incredibly well choreographed and highly entertaining sequences. And then also, there's a whole batch in the mix that just really, really more so than ever highlight how advanced the students are at this point and how seriously they take their training. I was so wowed by the fights this time around. Again. Anyway, score time. I am giving Cobra Kai Season 4 4.5 Deweys out of 5 on the Dewey Decimovie scale. Cobra Kai is and has always been filled with moments of real tension and intensity, but this show has also consistently been a source of just, sheer joy and warmth for me. It continues to be extremely moving and satisfying watching these characters I've come to love grow from season to season, and while their journeys are good fun with sky-high entertainment value, Cobra Kai does also make a big point to include lessons that are very real-world applicable that I catch myself thinking about fairly often well after watching a new season. And also, Cobra Kai continues to be a shining example of a show that well celebrates nostalgia while also standing on its own 2 feet and keeping the story moving forward with great purpose. Yet again, Cobra Kai is a favorite of the year. So, that is where I'm leaving you with Cobra Kai Season 4. You know what you gotta do. Please watch the show when it hits Netflix and sound off in the comments below You guys know I love playing the favorite character game, so let's go that route. When you hit the comments, tell me whatever you want. But specifically, I want to know which character storyline was your favorite this time around. Now, before I send you on your way, Patreon shoutouts. It's a great group here. It's my top tier, folks. We've got Luke, Ian, Billy, Evan, Justin, and Christy. The six of us chat quite a bit, so I hope you know this, but I think the world of you, and I'm so grateful to have you all part of the Slack community. It's been such an incredible treat to get to know all of you more and more over the years, and I look forward to continuing to do that in 2022. All right, I'm out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching this review. Before you click out of the video, like and share it, and I will see you soon with so many more reviews.